Well, you may know our next guest from his role as a supervillain in the Marvel Universe or from when he was just a teenager in the Goonies. Now, Josh Brolin is bringing those talents to television for his new series, Outer Range. Good morning, Josh Brolin. So, is this right? It's been 20 years since you've appeared on television?
It's not possible because I'm only 17 years old, so that's impossible.
So why now? What was it about this series?
I don't know. I had been offered a few series in the last few years, and, streaming has become a big thing. It's not typical network series like it was last time. And when I stopped doing series, or when I made that decision, and it was a very definitive decision, it was 22 episodes, 26 episodes. It had to do with the amount of content that was being put out. You couldn't really focus in any kind of artful way, at least to me, on the stuff that I worked on. So this was 8 episodes. It was over a 7-month period. There was a lot of focus. There was a lot of really great people involved. And I like the Western genre is a great genre to be involved in.
Yeah. Tell me about Outer Range. What is it about this particular series?
It's a great hybrid for me. I was when the first couple of books that I read were Isaac Asimov and Ray Bradbury and Martian Chronicles, Fahrenheit 451, Brave New World. So there was that kind of metaphysical aspect to it. And then you take a genre that I've loved and I haven't been involved with for probably 10 years. True Grit was the last Western that I did. So I was looking for a Western, and then you take the kind of sci-fi element of it, or supernatural element, and then you turn the Western on its head, and then you have something that I think is sustainable for quite a long time.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, and I was actually reading up on this, you actually grew up on a legit ranch, correct?
I did. I actually grew up which sounds really romantic now, but when you're doing it, 65 horses you're feeding at 5 o'clock every morning before you go to school. There's nothing fun about it. It's only in hindsight that you look back and you're like, yeah, I grew up on a ranch and I rode horses and it's all great. But I think it definitely created a good work ethic. My mother was very adamant about keeping us grounded, and I think it worked, at least a little bit.
I love that. Well, let's take a look at you in action in Outer Range.
Yes. That you forgive us. I guess. There is a big distance between you and us, a gap, a void. There is a great void. I'm asking you to fill that void. I'm asking you to fill that void. I'm asking you to come down here and explain yourself, because this world of yours isn't quite adding up, and I hate you for it. I really do.
Ooh, that's intense. So tell me about your character, Royal Abbott, in this series.
Royal Abbott runs the ranch. He's married. He has a family. It's all about the integrity of keeping the family together, keeping the family of the land. I think it's an ecologically sound story, and you find out, the family's being hit by this kind of unknown thing, that the foundation isn't as solid as you once thought, and everything starts to kind of crumble. And it makes for good drama and good behavioral intensities.
Ooh, I love it. And you know what? I was so excited when I learned that your daughter Eden is in one of my favorite series, Yellowstone, also a Western. Did you all talk tips and tricks for doing Westerns right? Or just tell me.
I don't know if it's tips and tricks. I mean, one thing happened to me, which I'm still humbled by, is, I taught her how to rope. And she grew up on a ranch also right down the street from where I grew up, a couple miles down the street. And then I started roping for this. We have somebody that we use, a guy that grew up in the same area. And then I sent her a video of me roping, and then she sent me back an instructional video on how to do it better. And I still can't get over that moment.
I love Eden even more now. Josh, thank you so much for being with us. We're excited to have you on the show.
Thank you, guys.
Want to remind everyone the first 2 episodes of Outer Range premieres this Friday, April 15th on Prime Video.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.